What's up, y'all? It's so much going on. You can't even fit it into one show. So I just picked the most interesting stuff that I found, and we're gonna talk about it tonight. Go ahead, get you a drink, get ready, and enjoy the show. Let's get to it. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How y'all do? How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? What's up? A lot happened today, huh? Well, let me just tell you real quick. I was outside. Shout out to Couture, baby, because she always says that she be outside. But I was outside today in the Bay Area. There was the Black Joy Parade, and so I went there. Shout out to my YouTube godmother, um, Gigi darling. Gigi has been somebody who has always had my back. When they tried to cancel me years ago, she was there defending me. So I'm always going to show her love. But we went to the Black Joy Parade, and we had a good time. And then they had like a winery section, and trust me, there was a lot of people there. The only thing I was upset about was that I didn't get a chance to like try the food. Listen, the line was the lines was ridiculous. It was literally ridiculous. Yeah, I could have stayed and just waited for nah, it was way too long. I'm at that point in my life, like if the line is too long, I don't want to do it. That might be called laziness. I don't know, but yeah, if the line too long, I'm not doing all that. Nope. But let me say what's up to the people. What's up, ha ha ha? What's up, Sharice? What's up, Sexy 60? What's up, Megan? What's up, Orlando Strong? Nice seeing you, Orlando Strong. What's up, Tracy? What up, beautiful? Who else we got here? What's up, She Paints? How you doing? Yes, you finally caught a live. What's up, Michelle? How you doing? What's up, Shawnee? We got Crystal up in the building. Priscilla. Oh, shit, my voice is cracking. Me. All right. What's up, Miss BR? What's up, Danielle? What's up, Shonda? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for coming in. I know this is kind of like last minute, so most of y'all will watch the replay. Shout out to the replay crew. But let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, Melanie? Let's go ahead and get into the first thing. So Tony Buzbee has been barred from the state of New York. So as you guys know, there had been this controversy of whether or not he has his license, right? So he is licensed in New York, but I guess for New York, you have to have a certain license to practice in the Southern District of New York. That's what he doesn't have. He doesn't have a license to practice in the Southern District of New York, where he's filing these lawsuits. So it's all like, hey, like, that's nice that you're registered in the state of New York or licensed in the state of New York, but you need that specific license to be able to carry on these cases. So what he's actually been able to do, now this is the first time me hearing this term, it's called pro hoc it's pro hoc vice. So basically lawyers can have, like, I always thought lawyers had to give it to somebody who was licensed in the state, but no, they can use a special motion to where they can still practice, called pro hoc vice. You know, I don't speak Italian. I don't know all that shit. But yeah, Stephanie, yeah, pro hoc vice. Yeah, he doing all that shit. So that's how he's been able to practice, which further lets you know he didn't expect these cases to go to court. He expected them to be so scared that they would all settle. That's what he was expected. And so he has called out the media and said, oh, you guys are making things up and all this other stuff. Let me pull it up here real quick. I always feel like if there's, words, you guys can't see it because on my screen, I can only read it on the Instagram screen. So Tony Buzbee said, I receive many press inquiries and make no effort to respond to most.
I prefer rather to make a one-time general statement and let the various entities use the statements as they see fit. Over the past week, I've gotten multiple inquiries from friends and colleagues expressing concern and asking why I have been barred from practicing law in New York State and offering their assistance. I myself have.
What? Why am I stupid? Okay, let me get serious. I'm sorry. All right, wait. I can't even find it, y'all. I'm cracking myself. I feel like Duke answers. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you like the accent. Put a 2. You don't like the accent. Okay. Let me be clear. Oh, he's still in my friend. Let's be clear. Wait, hold on. Where? Oh, I myself have several press agencies, some borderline legitimate, reporting the same trash. Let me be clear. I'm licensed to practice law in New York. I'm in good standing with the state bar and have always been. Although I prefer Texas, I'm proud of the legal work we've been doing in New York. Don't believe the clickbait or dramatic headlines. Most of what's being reported nowadays is pure bunk by those with an agenda. So yeah, so he's showing the appellate division of Supreme Court of the state of New York. But again, like I said, as I understand, you have to have one specifically for the Southern District of New York, and that's what he does not have. So him, telling us all this, like, oh, okay, that's nice, but you still need the license for the Southern District of New York. So again, he plans on filing all these 120 cases. And mind you, what I'm figuring, because a lot of them have been with the Southern District of New York, how do you expect to do 120? Like, would he be allowed to practice, not practice, but to litigate 120 cases if he does not have a license? And then I'm also thinking too, I don't think a lawyer would want to take on these cases. Because my other thing was like, oh, he'll probably partner up with another law firm and then they'll take on these cases. I don't think they would want to, because with this Jay-Z one, that was a mess. So you're literally want me to fight these cases for you, and they don't even seem legit. Now, I guess we can ask Stephanie, but Stephanie, would a lawyer more than likely pass on these cases? Because I wouldn't take them up. And again, we're not victim shaming. We're Tony Buzbee shaming. It's a totally different thing. And y'all know the YouTube page, Art of Dialogue? I found this on Twitter. They said this: everybody from Houston knows that Tony Buzbee is a scam attorney. As soon as I found out he was behind the lawsuit, I knew it was a lie. And this was on December 8th of last year. They said they knew it was a lie. So he's been known to do this. Not if they're as questionable as they seem to me. Yeah. I'm not taking on these cases. They're way too... And then on top of that, we now know that you don't vet the cases. You just literally started filing them and you're not vetting them. You trusted somebody else to vet it. I'm not trusting you. Right. Ain't nobody losing their license, for no damn Tony Buzbee. You're right. They have billable hours. Any attorney who needs money will jump on these cases. Oh, you think somebody desperate enough? Well, yeah, I mean, if he offer you the bag, because at the end of the day, I highly doubt that Tony Buzbee is charging any of these quote unquote victims. They're literally looking for a settlement. They don't want this stuff to go to court. And granted, let me say this, and Stephanie can correct me, lawyers typically don't want to go to court unless it's something like they're trying to defend someone, but they don't want it to go to court. They usually want to settle and get it done with, because court is very expensive. It's extensive, and it spends a lot of time where they can be doing something else. If they lose, they out the money. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, ain't nobody taking on these cases. A wealthy California woman who co-founded a burn center in Los Angeles area was sentenced to 15 years to life in prison Monday for a hit and run. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yes. Remember, I was telling you guys there's another case where Tony Buzbee represented this woman. And he was heartless when it came to those kids who lost their life. He was heartless. He's not a good person. You know? But again, we know that he's licensed in Texas, but he needs to be licensed in the Southern District of New York. There's no way you're going to be able to take on these cases. These cases are going to get dropped. No, that case was in California. So he can practice in California. We know that from the Rebecca Grossman story. We know that one. That is true. He can practice in California. But as far as in Texas, we know that. But as far as New York, no, not in the Southern District. Oh, I see. Y is H. Oh, you didn't finish. Yeah, ambulance chaser. Yeah, that's what he is. When they say he's 1-800 call a lawyer, he's literally that. What's up, Bama girl? He's literally that person. 1-800 call a lawyer. He's not legit at all. He was looking, and granted, some people go like, oh, well, why would he take on these cases if he didn't think blah, blah, blah. Who wouldn't want to be in a high profile case? Who wouldn't want to be the one to say, I took down Jay-Z and Beyonce? Who wouldn't want to be that one? Right, a billboard lawyer, right? And again, like I said, the cases that Tony Buzbee have won, a lot of them were settlements where, he was able to settle outside of court. It wasn't necessarily, he was a great, he wasn't like A$AP Rocky's lawyer. I forgot A$AP Rocky lawyer name, but he wasn't like that. Now that's a good lawyer. Oh, I bet she is, Dale. I mean, granted, that video, that video, it's not demonetized, but it's in the yellow, as we call it. So it has limited ads on it. Now, I didn't say nothing. So what I'm going to do is re-upload that video and make sure I get all my dollars. But of course, you guys can send a super chat, super sticker, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Y'all see what it is. But anyway, yeah. What is he doing criminal defense for? Good question. But again, you got the money or you seem like a person with power and influence, he'll take on your case. He doesn't care. So I had seen on the internet that Beyonce was suing Rihanna. And it was out the court. It was in the court in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, I have heard that Beyonce and Jay-Z have an island or something like that. I have heard that. Maybe it is in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I don't know. But what would be the reason why they would be suing Rihanna? So after the internet went crazy, Rock Nation, shout out to Rock Nation, they posted this: don't be dumb. Okay, we cannot be dumb, but how can a troll file a fake lawsuit? Is Stephanie still here? Stephanie, I'm putting you to work because you never like to work. Can you file a fake lawsuit, or can a troll file a lawsuit for someone else that's not them? Like that is really confusing to me. That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard that before. So what were y'all filing where it involved Beyonce suing Rihanna? To me, them playing it off, oh, don't be dumb. Okay, all right, well, ha ha ha, joke's on us. But who's filing a fake lawsuit? Why I had Megan Cuna's post earlier. Why can't I find it now? And shout out to Storm. I watched his video because at the time you could pull it up on Pacer, but now it's not there anymore. Yeah, but that don't be stupid or don't be dumb. Okay, well, why were you, what was going on? Now, what I do believe is that possibly they thought that Rihanna probably wasn't communicating with them, so they're trying to force her hand into something. That's what I believe. I can't find it anywhere else online though. A lot of videos are gone too. I read the documents on the lawyer channel. It's troll people are getting out of hand. Oh, so you think it was okay, so it was a troll or something. Okay. There are inconsistencies in the filing too. I don't think it's real. Okay. Yeah, I should have screenshot it off of Twitter where I got it from. Wait, who's Kells? Kells who? Kelly Rowland or R. Kelly? Yeah, the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's where they filed it. Oh yeah, and that's why they put that in quotations. Don't be dumb. But I feel like the "don't be dumb" was them trying to hint to us something. I feel what do you call it? A double entendre. I feel is that the right word, y'all? Double entendre, like a double meaning. Like yeah, it's his album, but I feel like they were saying "don't be dumb." When did R. Kelly come home? Damn, this show about to turn into something else, y'all. Where are you guys seeing that at? Now, I recently seen like some prison photos of him, but I didn't see anything about him coming home. R. Kelly. Oh. Oh, it says R. Kelly back at home after throat surgery. Huh? Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Yeah, they are signed to Rock Nation. Yep. Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I do see something from Essence. Hold on, let me present. Oh, stop sharing screen. Share screen. Okay. All right. A brief interruption. Let's see if R. Kelly is home. Oh, they're messing with me? Oh, okay. Well, what's this article right here? What's this, y'all? R. Kelly back at home after throat surgery. R. Kelly is home recovering from emergency throat surgery earlier this week. Oh, that says 2020. Oh, yeah. Y'all full of shit. Over here lying to me and shit. I was like, what? Huh? All right. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. Let me put me back on the screen. Okay, there we go. All right. So what were Beyonce, Rihanna? Yeah. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if somebody can file a fake lawsuit That is very weird to me. If you can file a fake lawsuit, um, again, it was the U.S. Virgin Islands, so I don't know how they do court or if it's the same. I know it's a U.S. territory, so I imagine it would be the same as us. But yeah, that was weird. So no telling if it's true or not. I know it was reported that they want the case closed. They don't want an open case, so it has to be something with one of those islands that Jay-Z and Beyonce own, and maybe Rihanna was there and didn't pay the workers on the island or something, skipped out on the money. But Rihanna's a billionaire, so I can't imagine her not paying her bill. But again, we know rich people don't pay their bills. Cough, cough, the president of the United States. But we know people don't pay their bills, right? So I wouldn't be surprised. In the last segment, I didn't ask you guys, do you think that Diddy cases will now be the ones filed by Tony Buzbee? Do you feel like those cases will be dropped now? Yes or no? 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't see him doing the getting approved for that pro Vice pro Hawk Vice. I don't see him getting approved for that as well too. Like they gonna drop them cases. Like get out of here. They're not gonna take them serious, especially after this circus of everything that went down. You can't tell me that they're not going to look at the whole Jay-Z lawsuit and not be all like, okay, something is wrong with this guy. We're not taking this on. We're not going to allow him to, I should say, at least. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Tasha K. So a few things. I want to start with Kevin Hart. So as you guys know, Kevin Hart there was some article that was put out like, oh, they have reached a settlement or something like that. And as long as Tasha K doesn't do anything, they'll go ahead and settle. Well, Tasha K the other day was like, no, there's no settle. Like, nah, we ain't talked about nothing. So it's kind of like, okay, was Kevin Hart lying or? And I feel like Kevin Hart would lie. And this is the thing. He don't want to be out here looking crazy. So I feel like one of his people try to smooth the story over. But Tasha K was all like, yeah, that ain't true. We ain't settled nothing. Because I think what he was trying to get was, oh, Tasha has to take that video down. Tasha ain't going to want to take that video down. Hell no. Nah. Here we go. That video made her some money. She ain't taking that down. And especially because technically she didn't say it. The friend did. So she said, I haven't reached any deal or settlement with Kevin Hart. So yeah, she had basically put a stop to that. The unconditional deal that they had. When I seen the unconditional deal in quotations, I was all like, what's an unconditional deal? Like, what does that even mean? Like, that didn't make any sense to me at all. An unconditional deal. Usually you just say we came to a settlement or we dropped the case, not an unconditional deal. That sounds like, oh, I'm going to drop this case if she deletes all those videos and everything like that. That's what it sounded like to me. I saw that there was a settlement with his ex-employee who Tasha interviewed, but not with Tasha. Oh, well, in that article, it was saying like it was a deal with both of them. That's what it was saying. Now, again, I can see him doing a deal with, his former assistant. That makes sense, finally pay her money. But as far as Tasha, she's not obligated to remove any of that stuff. If anything, he can have his assistant say, oh, I was under the influence, I didn't really know what I was doing, or try to backtrack that way. But yeah, Tasha isn't responsible for that, what that lady said. So I didn't picture Tasha having a deal, but at the same token, I don't think she extorted him. That's just something that he's saying, because again, don't forget his best friend, JT, he tried to say JT extorted him. So that's just a word that Kevin Hart uses. So be leery of that. But also, I wanted to mention that, I don't know if you guys know, but it was said yesterday that Tasha K is proposing a deal with Cardi B where she'll end up paying 1.9 million, I believe it is. It's over a million, I know that, but I think it was at like 1.9 million. This is to settle the debt. Now, I don't know if Cardi B is going to accept that. That's the only question. But really, it's the court. It'd be the court to decide that. But I'm interested in seeing if Cardi B is going to be willing to take that, just to be like, all right, well, let's get this over with. But as I understand, that 1.9 or whatever million supposed to be paid out, that's going to be in payments. That's not going to be in like one swoop. So it's still like, yeah, you still going to get your, little payments every month. It's not going to be just one swoop and like it's done with. So I don't know. Should Cardi B just go ahead and settle now, or should she get all her money? Let's do a 30-second countdown. Should she settle or get all her money? 30 seconds. Damn, y'all said get all the money. It's 1.1. Okay, 1.1. Okay, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Okay, get her money. Nope, she's not hard up for money. All. Yeah, okay. How do I feel? Because I see it one way. I think if Tasha is willing to pay her a certain amount and get it done, because Tasha ain't got the 4 million to pay her, but hey, I'm gonna pay you something. I think that would be great on her end. But then also with Cardi B, I think now that the case is over with, she would probably want like a deal where, hey, you can't never talk about me again or something like that. So I feel if Tasha was to add that in there, like, hey, I'm not going to be talking about you, which I noticed recently she hasn't been talking about Cardi B, but hey, I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to mention you. Like whenever news come up about you, I'm going to leave that alone and not talk about you. I think if she added that in there, I feel like Tasha wouldn't have to pay her anything. But Tasha isn't going to add that, she ain't going to say, I'm never going to talk about you again. And yeah, so, but that's what I would do. I would never talk about you again. That's what Milagro, this is how she ties in here. That's what Milagro should do. Hey, Megan, I'm not going to talk about you no more. Whenever something happens, I'm not going to mention you. I'm going to leave it alone. And I did see Milagro Graham's fake apology. I did see it. Did I care? No. Because again, it was fake. Like it wasn't real at all. Now, I know her lawyers were the ones telling her to apologize. And so finally she apologized. Now, I don't know. Maybe we can ask Stephanie, but I don't, does apologizing do anything? And especially if you're still talking, that's the problem. You're apologizing, but you're still talking crap. So is that really going to do anything? Like, how is that helping? How celebrities expect for bloggers and journalists not to speak on them? Right. I mean, it's our job, right? Now, I'll say this. I think it would be unfair for Tasha not to ever speak on Cardi B again. I'm just saying that so she ain't got to pay the money, right? But I think that would be unfair. However, I could see her saying like, hey, if it's in the news, I will talk about it. But if it's not in the news, I will not like. I'm not gonna do any exclusive. Like if somebody send me some information, I'm not gonna do any exclusives on you. I could see her saying something like that. She came back and said she did not apologize. Oh, what? Huh? Let me look at my inside source, aka Coffee City. Shout out to Coffee, aka Soda City. They call her Soda City. That is funny. Let me see what Coffee said. I didn't see that, y'all. So she took the apology back? Oh, I see something right now. Hold on. Okay, let's see right here. And again, shout out to Coffee City, keeping us all in the know of everything going on with the Ratchets. Thank you, Coffee City. We appreciate you. Okay, here she go.
Again from a while back, and they were pretty much, going in on her. Lord Jew retweeted it. He said, everybody loves to throw rocks, then hide their hands. Save it for the judge and jury. Okay. Milagro Grams responded to him, telling him that he needs
She
to shut
apologized to her
up. He's not that
followers.
important. He responded by saying, you saying all of this.
Oh, okay. This is about her fighting with the. Okay, I did see this about her fighting with the producer. Okay, so she recently crashed out and said that she doesn't forgive. Okay. Oh. So the apology was fake, basically. Okay, got you. She is a cloud chaser for that then. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was fake. I'm not shocked, but I thought at least you would give it more than one day. What's up, Patrice? How you doing? Yeah, what's up, Mary? That is weird. She apologized to her followers. What did she need to apologize to her followers for? How did she hurt her followers? This country has a First Amendment that gives us free speech. Bloggers just need to make sure they don't slander our. Yes. And hate speech is also not protected. A lot of people, whenever they want to use the N word, them races, oh, it's free speech. No, like hate speech is not free speech. Like there's certain parameters when it comes to free speech, and slander is one of those that are not protected under free speech. Exactly. She got mad at Lil Jew, chimed in, and went on a rant again. Oh, okay. She went on a rant, and okay. Well, hell, it proves that. Well, she was right to get called out then because she lied about it. And I bet you tomorrow she'll be talking about Megan again. Like, has she changed? Is she a different person? Probably not. Probably the same person she always been. Man, that is sad. Speech is free. No one is exempt from the consequences of that speech. Exactly. Right, Couture Bay. She is obsessed. Obsessed. And now she'll claim, "Oh, we don't talk about Megan on the over here, blah blah blah." But if you look at her, because I watched one of her shows, I was like, it was like a show about Glorilla, right? Somehow in that show about Gorilla, she mentioned Megan. So you do mention her all the time. Like you're lying. And now what I noticed what she's trying to put out there too. I don't know if you guys caught this, but Milagro is now saying, "Oh, well, I don't even make money on these platforms. So how I'm not making money off your name. So what are you going to get?" And I question that too because she's not monetized on YouTube. Station head, you get like they can send you like gifts and stuff like that. So I wonder how much money does she actually make, or is she being evil for free? You know what I mean? And I don't want to count people pockets. Like if there's a YouTuber on YouTube, I know they're getting money from YouTube, right? I'm not questioning that. But somebody like her who's not monetized, how do you make money? So you're doing all this slander and all this evilness for free? I mean, honestly, it would make sense that, yeah, you are getting paid from Tory and his people to carry out narratives and lie. Damn, her people cash up like that? And you know, let me not even lie. There's some people that be all like, yeah, I at least get 3,000 just from Cash Apps. I was like, huh? 3,000 just from Cash Apps? Like, who is your people? And can they follow me? Shut up. Shut the hell up. Don't judge me. Well, I'll be like, damn, who is your people? And can they follow me? They be like, yeah, I get like $3,000 just from Cash App. 3,000, 5,000. Each time I go live, I end up with 1,000. What? Hey, some of these people, and here's the thing, you never know who's following you. Nobody goes like, oh, I'm a millionaire or I'm this or I'm that. You never know who's following you. So at that token, they probably have built the audience where those people, they got it, they're going to give it to you. I ain't mad at it, you know? But she's seriously making money like that from Cash App? Wow. Okay. Well, shit, they gonna subpoena that cash. They already subpoenaed that Venmo. Was it? No, it was Zelle. Zelle. That's what they said the daddy pay on Zelle. Yeah, they gonna subpoena all that shit. Hey, we ain't got right. My audience ain't got shit. You know what? I need to go over to I need to be one of the, and I thought about doing it too, but I'm not going to. One of those like right wing like a Candace Owens and like the Manosphere, like they make hella money talking about black people. Like them white people, they be cashing out. Whenever you're like, yeah, y'all need to get off your lazy asses and get off all that welfare, bitch. Let me tell you, there'll be hundreds, 500s in the chat. I'll be like, you lazy ass, you bastards. If I came in here talking all that, my chat would be lit. I promise you. Let me go build a third channel and go do that. I'm just kidding. I already told y'all my plan, so now it's not going to work. See, I had to do it naturally. I just had to come back as somebody else. Oh, I would definitely be an avatar too. I would definitely be an avatar. And I would change my voice and everything so y'all wouldn't know who I was. Oh, yeah, I still might do that. I ain't going to lie. I still might do that. Now you want to be a great... Don't judge me, D. Do not judge me. Oh, my God. Yeah, but yeah, I guess her people send her money like that. You know, because I'm all like, okay, you're not monetized on these platforms. How do you make that kind of money just from you get like that? And I'm not going to say like you guys don't bless me. No, I get blessings and stuff like that, but I'm not getting rent paid. Like I'm not getting like trips to Dubai kind of money. Like, yeah, I'm like, what are y'all like? What are you offering these people? You just offer them your words, like y'all. Something ain't right. That's all I'm gonna say. Something ain't right. But hey, that's gonna be on her. She issued that fake apology. And here's the thing: Milagro don't know. Every time she go online, they recording, writing it down. So now that you done issue this fake apology, they're gonna be like, on such and such date, Milagro Grams issued a fake apology, and we know that it's fake. And so she wants to try to change her image by issuing these fake apologies. Watch. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Shout out to Mark Nash TV. Please match my donation. Yes, help a brother out. Like Anna from TY. And thank you. And also, too, shout out to Mark, but also shout out to everybody else who's been watching my political discussions. I appreciate that so much. You know, being able to make that transition over into doing that. It's been very rewarding, you know. So I appreciate y'all for watching that too as well. Because yeah, we can do the ignorant shit like talking about Milagro, but I also want to educate the people. You know, speaking of that, this wasn't even on the discussion tonight, but did y'all hear that Joy Reid was fired from MSNBC? Now I know MSNBC, they were downsizing, and also they're trying to sell it and stuff like that. So I knew it was bad, but they got rid of Joy Reid. Joy Reid been, you know, on MSNBC or had her own show since 2019. So tomorrow is her last show. You know, and like I said, I might not agree with everything that everyone says, but she's been a staple, you know? It says a lot because she's been a staple. Let me stop sharing this one and then let me share. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Now y'all blessing me. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Thank you. the last black unapologetic voice. Yes, definitely. And we need more, especially during this time. Thank you, Shani. Yeah, thank y'all. Oh man. Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up here. Oh, thank you, Mary. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mary. Y'all over here blessing me now. I appreciate that. Shout out to Mark. He's the one who started it. Shout out to Mark. Thank you. Let me see. Shit, I'm all like, okay, well, let's talk about Joy Reid now. I'll extend the show. Okay, so here she go. Let me blow it up so you guys can actually see it too. I know it takes a minute. Okay, so she said, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has reached out with kindness and encouragement, both personally and in the social media streets. So very proud of the readout, joymillion.com team, and who are truly family, and all of our supporters and friends. See you tomorrow night at 7. One more time. Wow. So here's my question. Does she move over to YouTube like Don Lemon? You know, Don Lemon has a show over on YouTube, and I actually like watching Don Lemon, him uncensored. So does she do the Joy Reid uncensored? Yes, hit that like button. Right. Ari still has his show. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. No, thank you guys for supporting me. What's up, Uncle Charles? How you doing out there? And real quick, I don't know if Denitria is here either, but I don't know if you guys heard, but in Alabama, so they had a grant program, right? We're gonna get a little education tonight. So they had a grant program that Biden had approved. Well, you know how Trump is stopping all those grants and everything like that, all the money. Now those people in Alabama who voted for him, all those people in Alabama, their utilities have increased. Now I did talk to Denitria, and she said basically what they have is you can do a payment plan, but because it's winter, they can't just cut off your utilities like that because it's winter. However, now you have to do if it went up so much, some people have to do payment plans and stuff like that. So a lot of people are hurting, you know. Some people thought, oh, it's not going to matter. And also, too, don't let anybody gaslight you. And what I mean by that, and shout out to Shani, she said, I knew it was coming. They are purging actual journalists, right? A lot of them are resigning. Stop resigning and fight. Exactly. But one thing that I have noticed is that there's been a lot of people to try to gaslight you. Oh, Kamala would have did the same thing. She would have had the same result. No, don't let them gaslight you and tell you that they were the same person, they would have did the same thing. That is a lie. That's so then they don't feel bad for their choices and they'll gaslight you because the FBAs, Tariq Nasheed, he was praising Trump for saying that he was going to have those statues honoring Kobe and everybody else. He was going to have like a center where they're going to celebrate like Kobe and all of them. They're going to have statues, right? And he was talking about how great it was. But let it have been the Democrats, he would have been like, oh, they always doing this and that for symbolism. They ain't giving you no tangibles. The FBAs, they love to talk about tangibles. They ain't giving you no tangibles. And So how are the statues that Trump is offering? How are those tangibles? That don't sound like reparations. And something else? Not the auntie that went on the internet, but one of my aunts actually lost her job at the IRS. You know how like they were laying off 6,000 employees? My auntie was one of those. It's crazy when you think about it because it's like we don't care until it actually hits us. That's when we care, right? And I was even saying the other day when I was talking about COVID, and I was like, oh, I just realized I was a victim of COVID because I got laid off during COVID. Like, I didn't even realize, like, no, I'm a victim myself. Like, yeah, I was on YouTube, so I was distracted and, we were getting unemployment. So not realizing, like, no, you lost a source of income. And, granted, I was able to use this platform to make a living for myself. But yeah, I was a victim too. And again, I'm not saying victim like, oh my God, feel sorry for me and start crying. Don't cry for me, Argentina. But I was a victim as well. And so sometimes we don't realize how certain policies and certain things in the government affects us until it actually hits us. Yes, white people are the recipients, the highest recipients of welfare. Exactly. And they don't even realize it. And now we're seeing cuts and shit being made. Yeah. Someone told me today, and shout out to Gigi Darling, my YouTube godmother. She was all like, hey, don't be distracted by what's going on. Trust me. There's going to be an awakening happening soon. Like, don't even worry about it. It's going to be an awakening. Like, when people start getting really hurt, yeah, people will wake up. Yeah, I wonder what clear people... Yeah, I wonder what they're going to say. It's going to be a good question. Like, what they're going to say. Oh, speak that into existence. 10 people, yeah. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Exactly. He's the reason why the deficit increased. Like, and here's the thing. Because I've been hearing the conversation about the $5,000 checks, right? I've been hearing this conversation like, oh yeah, we want those 5,000 because of Doge and they're getting rid of that money. I don't think you guys realize something. One of the reasons why they have the Doge thing is because he wants to be Elon. Those subsidies that he gets for SpaceX so he can go to Mars, how is that helping us? But going to Mars and shit like that, he wants to make sure those contracts come in. This is why he has already made 400 million off of the trucks, and then another deal that he has with them. Like, he's making so much money. The subsidies is basically welfare. It's not actual cash. Like, he's getting government funding. That's how he's able to survive like he does, right? And that's why he's so rich. But also, too, they're trying to lower the tax rate for the billionaires and the corporations. Right now, it's at 21, and it expires this year. And so they have to find a way where they can go ahead and take it all the way to 15%. They want to take it to 15%. Where he's trying to go. I like that she face. He's trying to go home. That's what it is. But they're trying to take it to 15%. for these billionaires and corporations and the 1%. And you know that's going to come back to the middle class. That's going to come back to us. So the reason why they're trying to make these cuts is to be able to afford it. Because if they do it now, those tax cuts, it's going to be an immediate effect. If they can cut out the costs, then that's how they're going to be able to do that tax break, that 15%. That's why you've seen Elon, Mark Zuckerberg, however you say his goddamn name, and Jeff Bezos. That's why they was all at the inauguration. Yeah, because they're going to benefit the most. Like, yeah, the way they've been giving him, donating to his inauguration and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. They like, give me that 15%. They don't give a damn about us. They do not care. I will say this about Trump. It needs to be studied how a billionaire has convinced poor people that he cares about them. It has to be studied. Because there's no way in hell you thought a billionaire actually cared for you. And America needs to have this conversation. We don't hate immigrants. We only hate the colors. Because Elon Musk is a whole immigrant from South Africa, apartheid South Africa. A whole immigrant from South Africa. So it was never, necessarily the immigrants. It was what kind was the problem. Because let me tell you something else. A lot of people are under the impression, okay, when they kick all the immigrants out, that means they're going to give us money. Nigga. I promise you, a lot of people don't know that funding comes from a different area. They're not going to give us the money. They're not. They're getting rid of all these immigrants, so then in turn, they can have the money. And and also something else too, those jobs, in the fields, in the farms and shit like that. You know what they expect, right? They expect us to work those jobs. It'd be a day in hell. You see me in a field, picking lettuce and corn and that's what they expect. They expect they got rid of all of those because, again, even the immigrants were ignorant. They thought, oh, they're just getting rid of the criminals. There's not enough illegal immigrants that are criminals to do mass deportation. There's not. Like, that was never going to be a thing. Just because you're here in this country, they consider you a criminal. So that meant all of y'all was going back. All of you were going back. Y'all were convinced that, oh, they're just going to get all the gains and all this. No. They were sending all you back. They don't want none of you here. They don't want none of you here. Right, the farmers are, because the U.S. aid, that all got cut. That's their government their government welfare program, that U.S. aid. The reparations that those black farmers got, that got cut as well too. Yeah, people never know. People never know how it affects them until they affect them. Exactly, Prissy. Exactly. So, like I said, I would never say Kamala is the greatest of all time. I would never get on here because she had her flaws. However, what I do know is that everybody wouldn't be losing their job like they losing their job. everybody wouldn't be hurting. Like, she wouldn't be trying to take away rights from people. You would at least be able to keep your right. Hell, if keeping your rights mean, we'll have a normal life, I'm fine with that, as long as people ain't losing their job and getting fired. And again, some people say, oh, well, they only worked there for 1 to 2 years. Okay, somebody losing their job, it doesn't matter if they were on some kind of probationary period. Somebody losing their job is losing their job. Are you going to pay their fucking bills? No. So somebody losing their job is just as bad as somebody who's been there for 5 years. Even if we want to say if they made it 1 year, 9 months, so they still aren't relevant. That still don't mean anything. Like, that sounds so ignorant. Yeah, no one talks about the salt. Exactly. It's only the colors. That's all they care about. And thank you, Shani. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. And like I said, maybe no gains, the tangibles, like the FBA, we need some tangibles. We might not have no tangibles, but she wouldn't be taking away shit. Like, that is crazy. That is wild. Like, I'm like, yeah, people don't pay attention. Oh, Tiny. So basically, we think that the lawyer Tony Buzbee, he's going to have to drop all those cases now that he's been barred. But he's claiming that he hasn't. But he doesn't have a license to practice in the Southern District of New York. That's his problem. Right. There was a mix of people. There was definitely a mix. Right, black people built the house, the White House. He's staying in, and he putting people out the country. I'm trying to take black books out of. Oh, and I'm trying to take black books out of the equation. We built this country. Yes, disbarred. I'm sorry, I said barred. Disbarred. See, that's why y'all got an education, and I don't. Yes, disbarred. Yep. Catching up to some of your comments. Right, Tracy. He tricked them. And shout out to Universal Tea with Marie. I appreciate her. Oh, we got to do a show about the whole Krishan Rock and all that, because I know you follow that. And I got a few comments, but I just don't like talking about that on my channel. I feel like that's kind of like, not that it's below me, but it just feel like this shit ratchet. I ain't talking about this shit. But I would love to do a show with you, Marie. You were right. It's barred. Okay, so I did say it right. Okay, so it is barred. Okay, it's called barred, y'all. Hold on. Let me look it up. Is it called barred or disbarred? When referring to a lawyer being removed from the legal profession due to misconduct, the correct term is disbarred, meaning they are no longer allowed to practice law. Barred simply means blocked or prevented from doing something, but in the context disbarred, oh, okay. So he would be barred. He would be barred. Yeah, he would just be barred because it's regarding New York. So it would just be barred. Because he wasn't, yeah, Megan, because he wasn't even licensed in New York. So, or the Southern District of New York. That was the problem. Yeah, you're right about that. Okay, we got it. We got it straight. We got to figure it out. We did it together. Absolutely not, Miriam. No. I believe and again, and this is an unpopular opinion, but if the feds don't pick up any of those cases, I'm assuming that those weren't real cases. And I hate to sound like an asshole like that, but there's no way in hell that Tony Buzbee said that there's children involved and the feds didn't pick up on those cases. You can't tell me that the feds went, oh, wait, hold on. There's kids involved? Nah, we'll just leave that for the civil cases. There's no way in hell you could tell me that. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. At least for me. I'm just speaking for me. But I can't see the feds being all like, wait, there's children involved? Let's just skip that. We'll just go move over to like that. No, that don't sit right with me at all. And shout out to Bama Girl. Thank you. She said the greatest trick the devil pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. He lives in the people's house. Ding, 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 ding. You are right about that. And thank you. Thank you, Bama Girl. I appreciate that. Yeah. Listen, Jaguar ain't got called. So we already know everything she say is a lie. We already know. Yeah, he hasn't produced a credible witness. Yeah. And then I feel like with these lawyers, I think Tony Buzbee has been asked, but they be all like, oh, has the feds contacted you? And they be like, oh, no comment. It's always no comment. No. Go ahead and comment and say, yeah, I talked to the feds, but there was like, I'm full of shit. And they didn't believe me. That's why they say no comment. Yeah, you can't trust any of these whistleblowers. It's just a word they use. You can't trust them. I'm telling you. It's sad because there are real victims out there. But we wasting time with all these fake people. And they don't feel bad. Trust me, Tony Buzbee, he's still sleeping good at night. He don't give a damn. We all out here fighting each other about who's a real victim and who's not. He don't give a damn. He's making money. Frustrating. All right, you guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Shout out to everybody who sent in super chats. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. You know what? I'll be back a little later because I took a nap today. So I'll be back a little later to talk some ish with y'all. And we'll just be dragging people on YouTube. That's what we'll do tonight. I love y'all, but we out.